Al, baby, I could have been a flying carpet salesman.
Oh, that would have been wonderful. Do you actually own a magic carpet?
Well, no, I'm afraid of heights, so that's why I had to go into the Camel.
No, that's out then, isn't it? Yeah, the Camel is high enough.
Well, it's pretty high. It scares me a lot, you know. Hey, but I had something really fantastic I want to show you here, because we're talking about UK life here, especially for our American viewers, because, I mean, they are just dying for...
well, I'm afraid I have a little bit of a disappointment for your American viewers in that case, because UK life equals American life.
Well, it's
these
true,
days.
isn't
There's
it?
not too great a difference.
We're talking about that. There's a McDonald's on every corner.
Much of your, well, the McDonald's, you know, that's just the most obvious example, but we've imported so much of your culture. Yeah. I think not only, you know, the most obvious shops and the most obvious, you know, fast foods, but the way we actually think, the way we act, the way we live our lives in hype. Even our politics, I think, has got a sort of US flavour to it these days.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to people where they say, look, I've got to go, you know, this show's on, you know, and I mean, they're good friends. I mean, you know, friends, get it?
You see what I mean?
Anyway, that joke. But I mean, it's like, you know, I say, well, I'm just having some OJ. OJ gives life. Well, sometimes not, but, you know, anyway. But I got this book here. You know, I know you're up on all these sort of peculiarities of dating.
Am I? This is news to me.
Yes,
In what way am I up on it? Well,
you told me that, I don't know much about your personal life because you're away traveling a lot. I know that because you're, you know,
that's
you're royalty.
What I told you.
Well, you told me you were royalty back in your country.
I told you.
You looked at me a bit surprised. I wasn't supposed to reveal that you're royalty back where you come from. But
well, there is a little bit of blood in the veins.
I know there is.
Just a drop.
So I don't know much about your personal life, but I need advice too, okay? Because I was out searching through my local bookstore for something to read. Have you ever had that problem? You just can't find anything to read.
Yes, there's mostly rubbish when you're trying to buy a good book.
But I found this, and this book is called Eat Your Lonely Heart Out, and it's about a woman who went on 700 dates. She had 1,500 replies from our local sort of, you know, magazine or paper here, you know, guys that are, oh, I was looking for a motorcycle, but I found you, you know. And so, but all she put in there was slim, attractive, 30s, seeks professional male for fun times. That's all she said.
Yeah, well, in a way, there is nothing wrong, but this has also become part of our culture. I don't know, back in the US, does
let me just read you a little thing here. It says, well, who were they? Actors, radio stars, city big shots, company directors, TV presenters, and a huge range of other hopefuls. I mean, why would these apparently successful and fulfilled men answer a personal ad? Well, Rochelle was overcome with curiosity and felt that she must find out. Well, for over 2 years, she went out to dinner with these, was shocked, amused, charmed by the turns, and occasionally bored, but never hungry.
Occasionally bored.
Yes, and so basically...
and they paid for the meals, did they?
Yeah, absolutely. No, she offered to pay half. She was really, but fun times. Well, as you know, and all the categories like the egomaniacs, the sex maniacs, most of them were married. They're all here. There are 700 replies here, so I thought I would give you the book.
Thank you very much.
And you would open it anywhere you can, and just pick a place, and then you're going to read for me whatever it is that comes out. Okay, great. Right,
the page has fallen open at page 52, and we find Tony is married. He's 42. He's a 42-year-old entrepreneur. And this is what it says about him. Or this is, I guess this is, what is the name of this lady? Rochelle.
Yeah, Rochelle.
This is Rochelle's impression of our Tone. Tony and I met for lunch in an Italian restaurant in Chigwell, Essex. He was nice looking and funny. After a bottle of wine, he wanted to kiss me. After 2 bottles, he wanted to kiss everybody. His wife was 10 years older than him and didn't understand him. How rare.
Amazing.
This might sound, well, you say amazing. No, let me tell you. Let me tell you a story. This is not that amazing because I have a friend who's going to remain nameless. A young, pretty, vivacious, intelligent, you name it, she was it, girl. And she also, like everybody here, and certainly in London seems to be doing, decided to put an advert in. And of course, it's very important where you put your advert. You know, if you want a certain response, then you put your advert in an alternative magazine or, you know, mainstream, whatever. Anyway, she put an advert in saying that she was looking for somebody, you know, similar age, similar taste, cultured. She got about 50 replies. This is just the one advert. The one which freaked her out the most was this one line, and it said something like, I'm 50 years old. I think we could make good music together. It's wonderful that you're interested in the theatre. My wife never wants to go. And she couldn't believe it. Because, I mean, here was a man of 50, married, applying to go out with her.
Pretty shocking.
She's 31. Well, he's not bothered.
Let me grab you another one here because I found one actually. I actually found one here, that I thought was pretty good, and I thought that maybe you could read this one for me. Yes, it starts right down here. Let's see. Yes, John Single, 33, worked for clothing company. You'll have to turn the page.
Okay, so this is Rochelle's opinion of John. Single, 33, as you say.
Yes.
Worked for clothing company. He recited what he said was poetry, but it sounded like a load of old nonsense to me. While I was finishing my meal, he came out with a little gem. Turns page. I asked him to repeat it so that I could remember it for this project. Anyway, this is how it went. It's so nice to see you here. You are here, and so am I. I didn't know you, but now you're here. I do know you, and you know me, don't you? I fell about laughing. I thought he was just playing about, you know, I'm a poet and didn't know it kind of thing. But he was deadly serio. Apparently, this was him expressing how he felt at that moment. He spoke as he was feeling, so I did the same. I wish I wasn't here. I wish you weren't here. I wish I was anywhere but here. Goodbye. I have to say, I don't know about Mo, but I haven't got a lot of sympathy with this lady, because in a way she's exploiting all these fellas, because some of them are going to be genuine men turning up desperate, for looking for their soulmate life companion, and they're getting her, who's writing a book and making money out of it.
Was she generally just curious about the men that were out there?
Yeah.
Or was she generally wanting to find a guy to date and be serious and have a relationship? I mean, or was she, like you said, exploiting
What impressed me about this the most, you could call her, you could say, oh, she's been in an affair, because they all came expecting sex, you know, and obviously, but what I love is she's this very sensible, dry English kind of humor where she'll say, well, you know, it's like, I'm going, goodbye, you know, and it's like this, and it's almost like she's doing, you know, she's almost like their sort of Nan or something in a way, but she's always at the best of manners, always, you know, and the things these guys, the men end up looking pretty bad in this thing, I got to tell you honestly. She offers to pay half too, as I said, and but what I love is the dry English humor, because she's very, very dry in it, you know, and you know, there's the guys try to impress her, like, hey, you know, like she asked one guy, you know, what will you be wearing? And he said, a green Mercedes-Benz. I mean, you know, it's typical stuff, you know.
And so she definitely turned up then.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, anyway, thank you for that very, very much. Okay, listen, Mo, can I ask you a question?
You sure can.
Okay, do you like good music?
I love good music.
You like really good hot music?
I sure do.
Okay. Well, we've got a band. We've got some country music coming on. Have you seen the film? Seen the film Sliding Doors by any chance?
Unfortunately, not. No, it's one of my films on the list to see, actually.
Right, right. Okay. Well, I have seen it. I think it's pretty good, and you're a big fan, aren't you? We were talking about it on the phone, actually.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, right, okay.
You know I haven't.
Oh, right, okay. I was able to call her some friends of mine who've done the music from that film, because obviously, you know, the music's pretty good, and it's country music, which is pretty close to my heart. In fact, British country music. And the band is called Those Magnificent Men. And we're going to be featuring them right here on Abdul's Camelot. Yeah! No, that's all right. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Hold on. Thank you, Alice. Everybody, great stuff. We're just going to check on that. Good.
I mean, you don't want to do another one, because the first one is always, you know, a lot drier and a lot colder. You start to warm up and relax.
No, I'm not telling you what it is. It's pretty good. I want your unadulterated, unabashed, surprised opinion, complete adherence to, or abhorrence, whichever you so choose to. Yes.
We get Mo's reaction if he likes it.
I love these reactions.
Chris is just suggesting that he actually sits into this and takes thing away from the band there. So Abdul.
Those magnificent men in their flying machines, they go uppity up.
And they stay there.
Did you notice I stopped?
Yes, good. Well, so you're just coming in from over there. You're just coming in
from over there. Okay.
Just try to get the sisters in for another.
All right. Now I've got their CD. Well, I'm going to use that on the out.
So
I already
find you coming in.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
let's mix it up like that. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. It can be a lot closer. Right. Okay. Here we go. Nice and quiet, please. And.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Just the other side of the yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo-ha! Yeah. Well.
Fantastic.
Well, isn't this a good time?
That's what they say after
You having a good
Viagra.
time? Say goodbye to Viagra. Is that it?
No.
Say hello to Viagra.
We mentioned Viagra. I think we've done with that.
If you mix Viagra with Prozac, do you know what happens?
A deadly cocktail?
No, you're too smart to have sex. Right. You're too sane to have sex. How about that?
Fine.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. There's a bit of insanity in there somewhere. I know you got to take off because you are a very busy, busy woman.
Yes, I have to...
don't tell us what you're going to do,
okay,
actually.
I was only going to say that it has some connection with the song that you've recorded.
Because I want to keep that air of mystery. I want to keep that air of mystery that you have for our audience.
Well, of course, I'm wearing the dark glasses because I felt you needed to be kept company.
It's the sun, I think.
You know, we were really like bonding because of the glasses. We had a real affinity, a rapport was established.
Yeah.
Al, baby.
That's fine. Yeah.
Hey, listen, there's one thing. Now, you have a little story to tell me because we were on the dating thing. So quickly tell me this thing about the guy, actually, because I was curious about that.
I felt that we needed to balance things out a little bit, just so that you know that we're all mad here in Britain. It's not just the women who are sort of advertising, it's the men too. But some of our English gentlemen can be rather shy, and in fact, one of them happens to be my friend, and he's desperate for a woman. So he couldn't actually summon up the courage to phone the newspaper himself. You see, we have adverts everywhere. There are dating agencies everywhere, but this was a local newspaper, and you phone up. You know how it goes. You phone up the paper, you record a message, and then you can dial in to that line.
Phone.
That's right. So I recorded it for him, put on a deep voice. Hello, you know, I'm looking for an arty girl. I remember saying that, an arty girl, long hair, all the rest of it. Now, he got 7 replies from that. And he happened to be staying in my house while I was away, and he made hay while the sun shone. While I was away, he was with a different girl every night. Yeah, no. And in fact, one of them turned out to be a good friend, someone who became a good friend. Not there was no relationship, but he did actually get something meaningful out of it.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that guy. I actually talked to a girl who actually answered an ad in a thing, and it was her boyfriend. I mean,
this is apocryphal. I don't believe it, because I keep hearing tales like this. It's too cute.
It's too cute, is it? Yeah, that's what I said when I was trying to, write my letter to her. But anyway, it was like. Now we're going to wind up.
Now I do believe it.
We're going to wind up here, but I thought, I got this magazine, this thing from Japan, and it's called 101 Unuseless Japanese Inventions. And I know that you were going to be an inventor, weren't you, at one time?
Oh, yes. I mean, I always wanted to invent a time machine.
The thing is like, and they say that Japan's a pretty clean place, but there's why. Look, they say Japanese steal a lot of inventions, but did they have to steal this one from Colombia? I mean, come on. I mean, really?
No, because you see, in Japan, I don't know if you know this, but it is very impolite to sneeze or to go around actually spreading your germs. If you've got a cold, in fact, I saw a woman on the London escalators the other day who was wearing a mask.
Well, that would be good, except these are air purifiers, so you were close. But
yeah,
but maybe you were thinking of that one. It's also very impolite to say anything without thinking.
This is the latest version of the Paris lip.
Yeah. I thought that was Elizabeth Hurley, actually. Oh, okay, anyway.
Well, yeah, she needs to zip up.
Well, listen, anyway, Alice, it has been really fantastic. You promised me you're going to come back.
I'd love to. Thank you very much. Into the tent.
We're going to be doing a heck of a lot more music, a heck of a lot more fun, a heck of a lot more everything. And honestly, I'm going to finance a lot more shows with our latest Camel sales routine.
Will you send a private Camel for me?
Absolutely. We've got new optional equipment, rear seat optional equipment, is giant diapers, so to keep our customers happy. But I know you got to go. So Alice, please, thank you. Come back again and take care of yourself.
Thank you very
Everybody,
much.
give Alice a big hand, will you?
Thank you, Mr.
Whoa! All right, take care. Do you want to do your big exit out through the back there? All right, give her a big hand. Yeah. Woo! Bye-bye, darling. All right. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But hey, let me tell you something. The fun doesn't stop here, honestly. Why? Well, I've got a pretty good surprise in store for you. All those people that have gone out to see Sliding Doors, that incredible, fantastic British movie that would never have been made if, like me, you didn't have a nervous breakdown, you didn't spend 8 years wanting to get out of Hollywood, you didn't want to write the most fantastic movie that probably has come along in British cinema history for ages, and you didn't want to be the band that put the music, well, I wouldn't have mind being the band that put the music in there. In fact, they're pretty magnificent. They are called Those Magnificent Men. I want to give them a big hand right now because they're going to play some music for us. Heck, it's going to be some good country stuff, right, boys? Yeah! Yeehaw!
How we stop recording? Thank you, Alice, very much. Thank you very much. We've got something about that. How was that? That's a clear for Alice. Thanks, Alice.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, we'll swing round onto the band. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I mean, it's no, it's great.
Start for t-shirt. Okay, stand by, band. So we go straight into you with a good applause. Straight back there. Right. Guys, fill up.
Did we want the leaves coming out?
Bunch of orange juice and straight by the sink there. Okay, everybody happy? Yep. Here we go. We are recording. Pause is next. 5, 4, 3. And woo!
I was lost, I was found, I've been tossed to the ground. I was taken for a clown, I was kicked when I was down. I've been shown to the door, I've been all these things and more, and I've been blue. Then came you, knocked me down with a feather or flick of your little finger. Blow me down with a word like the way you say my name. You stopped me in my tracks, guess I won't be turning back to the blue. I got a thing about you, got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a mind made up and I believe it's true. Got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a thing about you, got a thing about you, got a thing about you. I've been right, I've been wrong, hung around far too long. I got torn and I got frayed, guess I never should have stayed. I was taken for a ride, I was lonely and I cried, and I've been blue. Then came you, knocked me down with a feather or flick of your little finger. Blow me down with a kiss and a whisper of my name. You stopped me in my tracks, guess I won't be turning back to the blue. Got a thing about you, got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a mind made up and I believe it's true. Got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a thing about you, got a thing about you, got a thing about you. Got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a mind made up and I believe it's true. Got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a thing about you, got a thing about you, got a thing about you. Got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a mind made up and I believe it's true. Got a thing about love, got a thing about an angel, got a thing about you, got a thing about you, got a thing about you.
Yeah. Got a thing about you. Yeah. That's a nice one. Hey, reminds me, I heard some other good songs on their CD too, so I highly recommend that you go out and get it, okay? Absolutely. And we're going to take a little stroll over here. Shall we take a little walk? Should we ask our director upstairs? Is it okay? It's okay to take a little walk, a little stroll over here? I'd like you to meet the sales contingency here at the Camelot. Yes, well, hey, you got help, but you see, we get a lot of people that, you know, like, they're very picky about the kind of camels they buy and about who they buy them from. So we have a lot of after-sales service here, and, well, Mo is one of those people. In fact, we have people, they will not buy a camel unless it's a used camel from the 70s. And so, Mo, you are our Vice President of Used Camelot Sales 70s Contingency, is it?
Yeah.
It's something like that, isn't it? All right, well, it's good enough for us, isn't it? Okay, great. Well, listen, I wanted to talk to you a little bit, okay? Yeah, great. So, do you want to scoot over?
Oh, I'm fine sitting here. That's okay with you?
Do you want to scoot over? Keep scooting, actually.
Maybe not
no, you're supposed to act afraid, you know, because like you sort of like know me from prior sort of...
okay.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Oh, yes, okay, here we go. Now, I've got something I want to show you here, okay? And I think it's real interesting. And I want to ask your opinion about this, okay? So let me grab through my thing here. I'm sure this looks great on television. What was I doing in back of there? The people would be going, oh my God.
Just flicking through some of his...
Well, now you live here in the UK, don't you? And, you know, this is a pretty international show. I mean, and I know that I had to sort of draft you in here to join my camel sales team, you know, and you've been doing very well, by the way. Our sales figures are like way up since you came around. I wonder if anybody'd wonder why that is. I don't know, but well, tell me, what is your secret of success for? I mean, what is it? How do you do it? I mean, I'd have to send a spy after you or something to figure out how it is that you sell so many camels here at our used Camelot, because you've really been doing well. I mean, how many is it a week? I've lost track. How many?
Well, I think it's probably communication.
It's communication skills.
Communication and how you approach the individual.
It's true.
You know, you can normally tell what a person's like.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you stand from afar and you watch them and you think, like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you just go in for the kill.
You go in for the kill.
You go in for the kill.
Yeah, you close them.
Oh yes.
So do you want to sort of tell our viewers like what,
no,
you
it's
know,
trade secrets. I can't.
Those secrets.
I can't be.
No, really, honestly, can you stand up for me? Can you stand up and can we get a check? Can you just say, like, if I came in to buy a camel from you, and like, can you sort of tell me why it is that I should sort of like buy a camel from you? I mean,
to buy a camel,
yeah,
right?
Stand up. Let me I'm going to come in and say. I'm going to say, well...
is this physical possible to do that?
Yeah.
It is?
Sure it is. Sure you
Okay.
can. Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah.
Maybe not. Okay.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, just leave it down there. That's fine. Okay, now, hi, so I come in, okay, and I say, wow, camels are about the last thing on my mind right at the moment. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I came in here to buy a camel. That's right. I just remembered why I came in. Do you have any camels from the 70s by any chance?
Well, we have loads of camels from the 70s. I mean, which kind of requirement are you looking for exactly?
Well, I haven't got a lot of money to spend.
Right.
You know, in fact, I'm a man, so we're sort of pretty mean people. We don't like spending money very much.
So you're not too bothered about speed or anything like that? You're not too bothered about how fast?
Well, I want something I can park easily.
Right. Well, we have the 1975 model over there.
So it's a good little runabout.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Parks really well around
Sure
Westminster.
does.
You know,
no problems fitting in between those tight spaces.
Well, it's the tight spaces I was thinking about, but okay. Well, that's very good. Hey, give her a hand, everybody. I mean, I think that was pretty impressive, Cam. I mean, honestly, are you ready for a promotion?
Oh, yes, please.
You're a vice president from this moment on, honestly. Now, have you ever seen this paper before?
I do believe I have, yes.
Yeah, it's one of the top papers, and you know, in England, I mean, there's a lot of tabloid news, and they say sort of like mucky press and stuff. But I don't want our international viewers to get the wrong idea. This is actually one of the main papers here, isn't it? Sort of like daily paper, right? I mean, it's a pretty wide read. Well, should we look at what their? Okay. Well, I don't know what their thing is. I mean, they've got like a lot of readers, don't they? You know. Okay. So at any rate, I wanted to establish that this isn't one of these sort of trashy tabloids or something.
No, there's more trashier than that.
There's more trashier than that. So they're sort of, where are they on the level? I mean, they've got a bit of...
This is probably on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most trashiest.
Yeah.
I'd put that at, say, maybe 4.
4, would you?
Yeah.
You'd give it a 4.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
It's not... It's 4,
well,
but
10 is the trashiest, so...
Yeah.
So, you know, 4 would probably put it at mediocre.
Okay, well, anyway, I want your opinion of that, because I have to ask you that, because you are a UK resident, and you know, me, I'm son of the desert,
right,
you know, I mean,
you're just catching up on the local papers.
Exactly, catching up on all kinds of culture here. Well, you know, I mean, this thing is, I mean, we're going to have, you know, we've got people watching all over, you know, so I mean, yeah, absolutely, you know, so it's going to be really great.
This.
International, very international thing here we're doing. But I want to sort of fill people in. Now, I was looking at this, and do you think men are stingy? Because I know you have to deal with men a lot. I mean, with selling
with
camels.
What I do,
with what you do. I mean, what's the story with men? Are they really stingy people? I mean, are we really that horrible?
Well, I think what it is, they start out with intentionally good intentions, and then it kind of like just feels like that. Hits rock bottom when they get to know you, like
really.
after
And once
a
they
week.
once they get what they want,
That's
well,
it.
I've
Then
been
it
saying
just-
that guilty sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, string me up. You know, honestly, men, I think we're a pathetic lot. But now all the lads are going to think I'm selling out, but I'm not. I mean, guilty. Sex,
I'm
drugs,
sure
and rock and roll.
there are
I
a
mean,
few
like,
decent guys out there, but unfortunately, I haven't met one yet.
Well, I think, you know, most of them wear fezzes, right? I mean, the real decent guys.
The real decent guys wear fezzes?
Yeah, don't they? Yeah.
Well, that's why I haven't seen any.
Yes, that's it.
That's probably why.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask you that, Mo, is because this, you know, this is why are men so mean today, you know, and there's a big thing here about this. And
Scrooges, I think
yeah,
that's
like,
probably
you know, it's like, get him, there's a test here to find out if he's really mean, and you know, well, and I think I should just point out that Americans might not know what that means, because like mean in America kind of means mean, like, you know, you're beating somebody, but here it means you don't want to spend your money, you know, so, but I don't know whether to believe this or not, but you can
I think it's also important that women shouldn't necessarily have to depend on men in that respect anyway, because then they can go and get what they want.
Well, I mean, I hate to name drop.
I
hate to name drop here, and I don't want to accuse anyone because this is just in this paper, so I'm doing the credibility. But there's an article that says millionaire who haggled over 50-pound guitar. Well, we're doing a lot of music here, and they said that's like Rod Stewart, and I thought, wow, come on, Rod, rockin' Rod, 50 pounds?
It's probably because they have so much money, they don't want to be seen to be just giving it away so easily. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
so maybe it's like they want to see how far they can actually go.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to sue on this or not, but it says, so careful is the aging rocker that last month he haggled over the price of a 50-pound guitar until 24 pounds was knocked off the bill. He's also reportedly never once paid for a drink in 9 years in the pub near his mansion home in Epping, Essex. And in August 1996, Stewart, worth a cool $30 million, declined a wine list at the trendy Quiglio's restaurant in London. I'll have the house wine. I'm with friends. But I don't think anything wrong with that. Is that, you know?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong.
Order house wine for friends if you got 30 million or 30 billion, I mean.
I don't know.
They say that's mean. I wanted to ask your opinion. I don't know. Would you be
I mean,
offended?
I can't really say because obviously I haven't had that amount of money, so I suppose if I had that amount of money, then I'd be able to give it.
I wasn't there, so I couldn't tell you about that. I thought we sent you over there to try to get some camels in there, actually. Okay. Well, anyway, and another friend is Sir David Frost, the millionaire broadcaster, has been accused of meanness. On a family holiday to Barbados last year, Sir David and his wife, Lady Karina, traveled club class at the cost of £2,100 each. And they made their kids, meanwhile, the 3 sons and nanny traveled in the same plane in economy class, saving the Frost $2,500.
Well, maybe they're not as rich as we think they are then.
Well, I know that I strapped my kids onto the back side of our camels down at the back of the caravan. That's where they're going to ride.
Sure.
I mean, the kids, you know, I don't David. I like David. I think he's great. I mean, I don't know anyway. Well, there's other people here that they actually wouldn't know of, but I don't want to think this we're picking on the UK. John D. Rockefeller's here. And let's say the millionaire American oil tycoon, he used to check inventories and ask what had happened to a few the few odd barrels, you know, what they would cost, you know, because he was into oil, right, you know. And then less than half a penny each, once criticized for never tipping more than 2.5%. While his son was a generous tipper, he replied, well, he's got a wealthy father. I haven't. So there you go, but I don't know. But, well, at any rate, we don't have that problem. I mean, you get a lot of pretty good tips, don't you, too? Our customers are being pretty good,
We've had a few millionaires.
A few millionaires coming in, so life's pretty good then, baby.
It's okay.
Good to hear.
Could be a bit better, but you know, hey, I'm not complaining.
Well, listen, now you're going to stick around because
I sure will.
because the phones are ringing. Actually, I just heard a phone going. I think it was your line actually, and yeah. And and speaking about the parking thing, I just thought I'd end with this. You know, a funny thing happened on the way to the Forum, and funny thing happened on the way to the Camelot. You know, it's going to become a regular feature. But I actually, you know, the meter maids that are just covering Westminster Castle. Well, there was this cool. Hey, she was a real sister, you know. She's out there like she's writing a thing.
A friendly one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but this lad comes in, he goes, oh, you know, oh, I'm here. You know how they try to justify their sort of parking thing, you know. And I'm here, you know. And she was like, well, that's good. She's writing. She goes, well, yeah, I was going to give you. She said, yeah, you had another 5 minutes. And he goes, and he sort of stopped. Oh, well, that's good.
Okay.
And she goes, yeah, and the time's up. And like he was
so
like, oh my God, yeah. She goes, your 5 minutes is up. I thought that was really great line. You know, you had another 5 minutes. He was really relieved, and then suddenly, but your 5 minutes is up. You know, like
and he accepted that, did he?
No, I think he dropped a few in his pants, basically, and you know, and that was the end of it. Okay, well, listen, we're going to take a break here now. I want you to stick around, and we're going to be back right after this. I wasn't seeing any.
Very good recording, very good.
Can we cut there?
Marvellous.
Here I am. Here we go.
Middle gentleman.
Hello.
Keep rapping.
Here I am
I'm.
from the southwest coast of Kansas.
Are you from the southwest coast of Kansas? Really?
I am.
Are you from Kansas? Really?
I am.
So am I. Originally. Are you really?
Yeah.
Which town, man?
Prairie Village?
What a
From the
laugh-o.
south coast of England.
Small world, isn't it, Lawrence?
Yes, yes, yes.
No,
Absolutely.
Yeah, Peck and Rye, yes. Originate in Newbury. Testing 1, 2. Is that all right?
Well, not only in America, but I'm looking at this cable explosion that's going on. You know, I really see this thing going into Australia and South Africa and other African countries, you know, and places where this whole digitalized cable thing's happening. And even Rupert Murdoch's empire over in Asia was, you know, Star TV and all this kind of stuff. So we're trying to keep it clean. We ready to rock and roll, amigo? What? I've got something hanging out of my nose? Thanks. That's why we hired you. Thank you. My official nose hanger on.
Very close on your nostrils.
Very close on my nose.